O God, my unseen helpers, as I sit here in communion with you, and with the intention of knowing myself as part of you, may I be aware of your presence now and always in my life. As I sit now in the presence of love, aware of being one with the one divine mind, I dedicate this evening to the process of awakening to my true nature. I know without spirit I would not even breathe, and with spirit all things are possible. Today I am so grateful for this gift of life. I am grateful for the continued transformation of my life and for this wonderful group of supporting friends. And today I ask you in the spirit world to guide me and show me how I may serve those gathered here tonight. And so it is. I am not my breath. I am not even my body. I move beyond my mind. I move beyond thinking. I move beyond even a single thought. And I invite Samuel and my guides to speak through me. Welcome back, dear ones. This one feels the energy you bring to this circle. For is not energy what you are. This thing you call consciousness is but energy. Your senses show you physical forms as if you are separate. As we see you, as we see this planet, it is but a vast ocean of energy. Swimming in it you are. Each with a unique vibration. You cannot move about your day without impacting those around you, even if you say not a thing. Your energy is felt wherever you go. As you feel the energy of those you come in contact with, is that not why we speak of this thing you call love so much? For you are that. We have spoken of this before. Send love, dear ones. It is always received. This one we speak through was doing just that on his walk in the woods today. To those he passed, just this intention makes a connection. And yes, sometimes he walks along doing this, sending it with his hand, knowing full well the love is sent whether he uses that motion or not. This body you have stepped into for what is in your existence but a moment. Allows you to experience the emotions of your humanness. This one stood in line today for 1/2 hour to cast his vote in these elections, leaving with a sense of relief. Many things he has heard these last months have troubled him. He exercised the action, the only action he can take in this election, casting his vote. Stay centered. In the love that you are, dear ones. Share it. There is a richness in the silence, is there not? As if floating in a sea of love. Dear ones, is that not what you came here to do? To awaken to the love that you are. To share that with others. For in sharing that with others, you raise them and you. And yes, there are many times when sharing love seems to be a challenge. Is that not what growth is? When in those challenging times, you still find a way to come from your heart. Is not awakening to this thing you call spirituality, but an awareness of the many choices you can make in any situation. Find one aligned with the love that you are. Are there any questions?
Samuel, Can you expound on that last statement, please?
We speak of love. Is it not taking a moment to rise above your humanness? So often you have these ingrained patterns, so to speak, of how you react to a certain comment. This one caught himself just the other day wanting to chastise a driver who's drifting across the double yellow line. That's when we speak of this awareness. These responses you have learned.
And we do that with ourselves as well.
Very much so. How often do you criticize yourself? How
Less
often?
than I used to, though.
That is what we speak of, my dear. Is that not growth?
Yes.
Do not punish yourself. This seems to be one of the traits many humans learn. How often do parents scold their children? These patterns live on in you. And even when your parents have transitioned, you find you scolding yourself. That's why we speak of this awareness. And as you have witnessed, as you become aware, you can start to change. Do you not see how important it is to catch yourself in the act, so to speak? That is the awareness we speak of.
Is there a process or a way to help individuals deal with releasing that pattern?
Only if they are receptive, my dear. This one has found that out with his children. So often he would wish to change, to impart knowledge with them, and they were not receptive.
So the change was in this one that you're speaking of.
The change has to occur within.
Right. And then once they see that maybe within the father, then maybe they'll take the next step, opportunity, and not wait.
Is that not what we are discussing?
Yes.
Work on your own junk, so to speak, first. Is that not what was one of the wonderful things that was stated at church on Sunday? She talked about the jack-o'-lantern and how you had to scoop all the junk out before you could put the candle in and you could see it shine its light. Dear ones, your lights are so bright. There are so many things. Yes. This one always picks the same analogy. Peeling the onion. Peeling the onion. When will you ever stop peeling the onion and have the light shine as bright as it possibly can shine? Yes, we're all about vegetables tonight.
You just peel the banana and it'll be quicker. Oh.
But is not peeling the onion sometimes does not draw tears?
Yes, it does.
The first time you carve the pumpkin for the young ones and scoop out the gunk inside. How often do they go, ooh, what is that stuff? Know that words are energy. Thoughts are energy. These thoughts you catch yourself in when you criticize yourself. Or worse, when you yell at yourself. This one. He can be hard on himself sometimes. I tell you, those are patterns. And you asked, how do we change them? Sometimes it takes time. Yes, we wish it was easy as peeling a banana, but it is not. Each one of you has practiced good and bad patterns. That's the awareness piece again. Do not criticize yourself when you catch yourself in an old pattern. Instead, praise yourself for recognizing the pattern. And then respond. Come up with a new way, a loving way to quote unquote work on your own inner work.
And play with it, right?
Yes, this one wants to play.
Happy patterns.
He's showing us how it's really supposed to work.
Yeah, have a good time doing it.
Yes, you are the star.
Is that not a wonderful example? Play with it. Play with these old patterns you want to change. This one we speak through has been working with affirmations. Playing with them, so to speak, massaging them, changing them, not getting locked into one way of doing it, letting them evolve. Her energy dances, flitting about.
She's a good example for all of us.
And to not hold on to bad. If somebody yells, they just let it go and come back again.
And life is a game. Might as well play with it while we're here.
Yes, find a way.
Chew on it like Link is. So to speak.
This one's dear one, Laura, at dinner showed him a piece of paper she tucked in her pocket. Just 2 or 3 simple, uplifting sentences that as she went about her day, if she felt herself moving off center, so to speak, or getting stressed, she'd pull it out of her pocket and just read them. Sometimes, dear ones, that's all that is required for the shift to occur. Out of stress, out of anger, out of, you name the emotion, if it's unpleasant, stop yourself. Take a moment. And play with it. Find something that makes you smile.
Get a dog.
Or visit one.
Do not dogs express love in so many different ways? These playful antics, curling up on your lap, wagging their tails, so many different ways. Even her little growl is filled with love.
dogs sometimes sense other people or animals' energy and they don't like it? Sometimes they sound angry when they growl, not playful. Like they want to eat the person.
Yes, they sense energy.
Do they sometimes not like what they sense? Like,
Oh, if they sense aggressiveness, they do not like that.
okay.
My dog's
This
back.
one walked today, and a puppy walked up to her and just started licking her nose, and she just stood there. The owners picked up the puppy and apologized, and it was like, for what? But not all encounters are that way, as you speak. Just as they sense the energy of people.
Sometimes when a cat or a dog, I have it with my cat and other cats, they'll be there just together, and all of a sudden the cat will like watch from one end of the room all the way to the other end of the room, like they see something that's not visible. And I'm always sure that there's something else going on. And there's no aggression, there's nothing, there's just an acknowledgement and an actual physical movement by the cat. And a movement of the whole head and the eyes. And then often then it's back to like what we were doing. And I always swear that there's something else that he senses that is not visible to my eyes.
Have you not found that in some of your friends?
Some of my friends, you
They
mean?
can see things that you cannot.
Oh. Yeah.
One that was with us last week saw angels circling around during the music and sitting down on each side. As it ended, this one, when he was in England, sat with a minister who was reading his aura and telling him all the different colors and what she saw. These psychic qualities are no different than other human qualities. Certain people have advanced vision, just as some people are good at playing an instrument.
Samuel, thank you for coming to visit with us tonight.
We thank you, dear ones. We so appreciate you. I realize how brightly you shine. And realize as you work on your growth, we see the change. We see you shining even brighter. We see you sharing your light with others. And we see others shining brighter because they have had contact with you. They have been affected by you. Make no mistake. You are love. Find ways to shine it brighter. Play with it, dear ones. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we bid you adieu. We bid you adieu.
That was the first time Rick has gotten that restless.
I know, I was thinking he was
Now that he's done his work.
upstaging.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Samuel, you're being upstaged. But I thought that would be rude. So I didn't